Hello students, let's solve few more problems of ratio and proportion. Two numbers are in the ratio 6:11. If 11 is added to each, they are in the ratio of 7:12. Find the numbers. Okay. So let the numbers be 6x and 11x. If 10 is added to each, they are in the ratio of 7:12. So 6x plus 10 and 11x plus 10 is equal to 7/12, right? This is given. Cross multiply and find the value of x. So 12 into 6x plus 10 is equal to 7 into 11x plus 10. 12 into 6 is 72 plus 120 is equal to 77x plus 70. Now let's take the number terms on one side and x terms on the other side. So 120 minus 70 is equal to 77x minus 72x. 120 minus 70 is 50. 77 minus 72 is 5. So x is equal to 50 upon 5, which is 10. So x is equal to 10, right? The numbers are 6x and 11x. So therefore 6x is equal to 6 into 10, which is 60, and 11x is equal to 11 into 10, which is 110. So the numbers are 60 and 110. Let's solve the next question. 60 men work for 7 days and earn 50,400. How many men should work for 9 days to earn 75,600? Okay. So 60 men are working for 7 days to earn 50,400. How many men should work for 9 days to earn 75,600? So when it comes to earning, okay, more number of men, more earning, right? So on this side, on the next side of the equation is earning, okay? And when it comes to earning, more number of men, more earning. More number of hours worked, more will be the earning, right? Less number of men, less earning. Less number of hours will be less earning, right? So this is a direct proportion, correct? So let's start. Let the number of men be x. So ratio of number of men, (60 is to x). Okay. Number of days. Actually, this is not a ratio. This is number of men only, right? You can just write number of men. Number of days 7:9. And earnings 50,400 is to 75,600. So this is the problem of direct proportion. So this is a problem of direct proportion. So 60:x, 7:9 is equal to 50,400 is to 75,600. Okay, so product of extremes is equal to product of means, right? So 60 into 7 into 75,600 is equal to x into 9 into 50,400. So value of x is equal to 60 into 7 into 75,600 divided by 9 into 50,400. Okay, and you can just solve this. Let's calculate. 60 into 7 into 756. 60 into 7 into 756. It comes to 3,17,520. 3,17,520. 9 into 504. 4,536. Let's divide. 3,17,520 divided by 4,536. It comes to 70. So 70 is the number of men required. Okay, so therefore 70 men should work for 9 days to earn rupees 75,600. Let's solve the next problem. Two numbers are in ratio of 3:13. When 6 is added to the first number and 6 is subtracted from the second number, the ratio becomes 9:23. Find the given numbers. Okay. So two numbers are in ratio 3:13. So let the numbers be 3x and 13x. Right? 6 is added to the first number and 6 is subtracted from the second number. So 3x plus 6, 13x minus 6. And now this is in the ratio of 9:23. Now you have the equation. Let's solve. So 23 into 3x plus 6 is equal to 9 into 13x minus 6. 23 into 3x. 23 into 3 is 69. 69x plus 23 into 6. 23 into 6 is 138. Nine into 13 is 117. So 117x minus 9 into 6 is 54. Put the x terms on one side and number terms on the other side. Okay, so 138 plus 54 is equal to 117x minus 69x. So 138 plus 54 is 192. 117 minus 69 is 48. So x is equal to 192 divided by 48, which comes to 4. So x is equal to 4. Okay. The first number is 3x and second number is 13x. So therefore first number 3x, which is 3 into 4, which is equal to 12, and second number, which is 13x, so 13 into 4, which is 52. So the numbers are 52 and 12. So let's solve the next problem. Two numbers are in the ratio 5:8. If 9 is added to each, they are in the ratio 8:11. Find the numbers. Okay. So let the numbers be 5x and 8x. So if 9 is added to each, they are in ratio 8:11. So 5x plus 9 and 8x plus 9. They become 8 by 11. Let's cross multiply. 11 into 5x plus 9 is equal to 8 into 8x plus 9. 11 into 5 is 55x. Plus 11 into 9 is 99. 8 into 8 is 64x. Plus 8 into 9 would be 72. So 99 minus 72 is equal to 64x minus 55x. 99 minus 72 is 27. 64x minus 55x will be 9. So x is equal to 27 upon 9, which is 3. So x is equal to 3. Therefore, first number, which is 5x, so 5 into 3, 15, and second number, which is second number is 8x, so 8 into 3, which is equal to 24. So the numbers are 15 and 24. First number is 5x. Okay. So 15 and 24. Next question. An employer reduces the number of employees in the ratio 9:8 and increases the wages in the ratio 14:15. Find in what ratio the wage bill increased or decreased. Also find the difference in the amount of the bill if it was previously 1890. Okay. Now here there are two terms. Okay. There is employees, number of employees, and wages also. Okay. Let's see. An employer reduces the number of employees. Let the number of employees be X. So, let the number of employees be X. So initially there were 9X employees, now there are 8X employees. Okay, so the number, so employer reduces the number of employees in the ratio 9:6:8 means now first there were 9 employees, now there are 8 employees. Okay, so this is the ratio. So right, so first there were 9X employees and now there are 8X employees. Okay, and increases the wages in the ratio 14:15. Okay, first if the salary was 14, now it has become 15. Okay, so let the number of employees be X and wages be Y. Okay, so and also find the difference in the amount of bill if it was previously 1890. Okay, now number of employees is X, number of wages is Y, so wage bill will be X into Y, right? Okay, now there are 9 employees and you are paying 100 rupees. So how much you are paying? 100 rupees to each. So total you are paying 9 into 100, 900, right? So here also, if number of employees is X, payment what you are making is Y, so wage bill will be X into Y, right? So wage bill will be XY. So and wage bill be XY. So now number of employees are in the ratio 9:8. Okay, wages is in the ratio 14:15. Okay, and total wages, that is wage bill, will be in the ratio, find the ratio of wage bill increase decrease. Also find the difference in the amount of the bill if it was previously 1890. Okay, so 9X plus 14, sorry, wages will be 14Y and 15Y. So because wages is Y, so wages will be 14Y and 15Y. Okay, so wage bill, it was previously 1890, now it is XY. Okay. So let's calculate this. So 9x into 14y is equal to 1890, and 8x into 15y is equal to xy. Okay. This obviously it is a direct proportion. So 9x is to 8x and 14y is to 15y is equal to 1890 is to xy. So 9x into 14y into xy is equal to 1890, 8x into 15y into 1890. Okay, let's calculate this. 9 into 14. What is 9 into 14? 9 into 14 is 126. So 126 x square y square is equal to 8 into 15 into 1890. 8 into 15 into 1890. 8 into 15 into 1890, it comes to 2,26,800. Two lakh 26,800 xy. You are supposed to find the value of xy actually, right? You're supposed to find the value of xy. Okay, so let's simplify this. Okay, 1x get cancelled, 1y will get cancelled, right? X square is x into x, and y square is y into y. So 1x and 1y you can cancel. So now xy is equal to 226,800 divided by 126. Divide by 126. It comes to 1,800. So value of xy is 1,800. Okay. So now the wage bill is 1,800. So previously wage bill was 1,890. Now it is 1,800. So you have to find in what ratio the wage bill increased or decreased. Okay. So wage bill has decreased by 90, right? So difference in wages 1890 minus 1800, which is 90. So difference in wages is 90, right? And that is what is asked. You have found the value of xy and you have found the difference in wages also. Correct? Find in what ratio the wage bill increased, decreased. And also find the difference in the amount of bill in which it was previously, if it was previously 1890. So now you know, find what ratio the wage bill increase, decrease. So the ratio is 1890 is to 1800, okay, and difference in wage is 90 rupees 90. Let's solve the next question. Okay, let's go to the same question again. Okay, the previous question. An employer reduces the number of employees in the ratio 9:8. Okay, so number of employees B X, the common BX. So number of employees become 9x and 8x. Okay, so let the number of employees be, previously it was 9x and now it is 8x. And wages BY means the increased wages in ratio is 14 and 15. So wages is 14y and it became 15y. So wage bill will become the difference in the amount of bill. It was previously 1890. So x into y is 1890. The wage bill is 1890. If x is number of employees and y is wages, so x into y will become wage bill. So 1890 is to x into y. Correct? Now this is direct proportion. So because wage bill will increase if the number of employees and wages increases, wage bill will decrease if number of employees and wages decreases. Correct? So it is a direct proportion, and product of extremes is equal to product of means. When you calculate this, you come to know that xy is equal to 1800. So wage bill is 1890 is to 1800. That is the ratio. Okay. So you can just add a sentence. Ratio of wage bill 1890 is to 1800. Okay, and difference is also asked, and difference is 90. Okay, so first, initially the wage was 1890, now it has become 1800, so there is decrease in wage, rupees 90. So decrease in wage bill is rupees 90. Okay, let's see the next question. 50 men work for 10 days and earn 60,000. How many men should work for 10 days to earn 1 lakh? Okay, very simple question. Let the number of men be x. Okay. So, let the number of men be x. Okay. So, number of men will be 50 is to x. Number of days is 10 is to 10. There's no change. Okay. To earn 60,000 and 1 lakh. So, earning 60,000 is to 1 lakh. So, it is a direct proportion sum. So, 50 is to x, 10 is to 10 is equal to 60,000 is to 1 lakh. Okay. So, product of extremes is equal to product of means. Right. So, 50 into 10 into 1 lakh is equal to 60,000 into x into 10. Okay. So, x is equal to 50 into 10 into 1 lakh divide by 60,000 into 10. 10, 10 you can cancel. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, 50 into 10 divided by 6. So, 500 divided by 6. X is 500 divided by 6. Which is 83.33. Okay. So, because it is less than 5 and number of men cannot be in points, correct? So, therefore, 83 men should be 83 men should work for 10 days to earn rupees 1 lakh. Let's see the next question. A sum of 15,000 is divided among A, B and C so that B would receive 5/6 of A and C would receive 5/4 of B. Okay. So, B receives 5/6 of A. So, let the sum received by A be X. Okay. So, the total is 15,000. Okay. Let the sum received by A be X. So, if A receives X, then B receives B receives 5/6 of A. So, X into 5/6, correct? So, 5/6X. C would receive 4/5 of B. Okay. So, B receives 5/6 of X. So, then C receives 4/5, 4 by 5 of what B receives, and B receives 5/6 of X. Right? Here we can cancel 5 and 5, so you get 4/6 of X. Right? So A receives X, B receives 5/6 of X, and C receives 4/6 of X. Okay, and the total is 15,000. So X plus 5/6 of X plus 4/6 of X is equal to 15,000. Right? I want to make the denominator same. So first term I'll just multiply and divide by 6. Okay? So 6 by 6x, which is 1x, it's same, plus 5 by 6x plus 4 by 6x is equal to 15,000. I did not simplify here purposely because I wanted the denominator to be 6, because in the previous term also the denominator is 6, right? So that's why I did not do 2 by 3. I did not write it as 2 by 3x. Okay, so now denominators are same. So 6x plus 5x plus 4x divided by 6 is equal to 15,000. So 4 plus 5 plus 6 is 15x. So 15x divided by 6 is equal to 15,000. So x is equal to 15,000 into 6 divided by 15. 15 ones are 0, 0, 0, 1,000. So x is equal to 6,000. X is A's share. So A receives 6,000. So A's share will be rupees 6,000. Okay. B's share is 5/6 of x, right? So 5 by 6, 5/6 of x means 5 by 6 into 6,000, which comes to rupees 5,000. And C's share 4/6 x, so 4 by 6x. So 4 by 6 into 6,000, which comes to 4,000. So total is rupees 15,000. Right? We'll go through this again. So a sum of 15,000 is divided among A, B and C, so that B would receive 5/6 of A and C would receive 4/5 of B. So let the sum received by A be x. So B would receive 5/6x and 5/6 of x, and C will receive 4/5 of 5/5 of 5/6 of x. C will receive 4/5 of 5/6 of x, right? So this makes it 4/6 of x or 2 by 3x. I am keeping it 4/6 of x so that the denominator is same, because B is receiving 5/6 of x and C is receiving 4/6 of x. Okay. So x plus 5/6 of x plus 4/6 of x is equal to 15,000, and from this equation you can find the value of x. X is 6,000. Once you know value of X, you can find A share, B share and C's share. Okay. Now, for BCom students, ratio and proportion was introduced last year. So, before 2019, there was no ratio and proportion for BCom students. It was for BBA students only. Okay. So, in last year's paper, there were few questions which were asked from ratio and proportion. So, let us see the questions which was asked last year. That is October-November 2019. Okay. So, these are the questions from last year's question paper. Okay. Let's start. A can do a piece of work in 10 days and B can do the same work in 15 days. In how many days can work be completed if A and B work together? Okay. So, A can do a piece of work in 10 days. So, let's start solving. A can do a piece of work in 10 days. Okay. Now, if A is doing a piece of work in 10 days, that means every day A is doing 10% of the work, right? So, first day 10%, second day 10%, third day 10%. So, which makes it in 10 days he completes the work. So, 100% of the work is done, right? That means in one day he is doing 10% of the work. That means 10 by 100, which is equal to 1/10 of the work, right? So, A is doing, in one day A can complete 1/10 of the work, right? So, A can complete in one day or I write like this, in one day A can complete 1/10 of the work, right? So every day he is doing 1/10 of the work, which makes it a full work after 10 days. It is 100% in 10 days. So A can complete 100% of the work in 10 days. That means every day he is doing 10% of the work. So 10% means 1/10 of the work, right? Similarly, B can do same work in 15 days. That means B can complete 1/15 of the work every day, right? So in one day B can complete 1/15 of the work. So in one day A is completing 1/10 and B is completing 1/15 in one day. If both work together, so in one day they will complete 1/10 plus 1/15, correct? If both work together, in one day they will complete 1/10 plus 1/15 because both are working together. So in one day they will finish 1/10 of the work and plus 1/15 of the work, correct? So 1/10 plus 1/15, let's solve this. It is 15 plus 10 divided by 150. Correct? This is how you add when denominator is not same, right? 15 into 1 and 10 into 1 and 10 into 15. So 15 plus 10 divided by 150. So 15 plus 10 is 25 divided by 150, right? So 5 5s are 5 30s are 5 1s are 5 6s are. So that means 1 by 6. So if both work together in one day, they will complete 1/6 of the work. Correct? So instead of writing like this, what I'll do is I'll write this. Okay. Okay. So 1 by 10 plus 1 by 15, okay, it comes to 1 by 6. So if both work together in one day, they will complete 1/6 of the work. Okay. So that means if both work together, if they are completing 1/6 of the work every day, so every day they are doing 1/6 plus 1/6 plus 1/6 1/6, that means they will take only 6 days to complete the work. Correct? So if both work together in one day, they will complete 1/6 of the work. Therefore, they will finish the work in 6 days. And that is what is asked, right? Okay. Now, in this question, you got the equation 1 by 6. Correct? It is not necessary you will get 1 by 7 or 1 by something. Okay? You might get 7 by 10 or 8 by 17, something like that you can get. Okay? So, in that case, you always have to take the reciprocal. See, 1 by 6 means, so number of days will be 6 by 1. So, 6 by 1 is 6 days. Okay, if you get 7 by 10, so you just have to do 10 by 7. You have to take the reciprocal. Okay, so 10 by 7 is 10 by 7 is equal to 1.43. So it is 1.43 days. 1.43 days. Okay, so 8 by 17. If I say 8 by 17, then just take the reciprocal, 17 by 8. So 17 divided by 8, it comes to 2.12, 2.125. So 2.125, you have to take the reciprocal, 17 by 8. Okay, to calculate number of days, suppose you come to know that some fraction you will get 1 by 16th of the work is done in one day. Okay, so what do? You take the reciprocal, you will get number of days. Okay, why I come to the conclusion that you have to take a reciprocal? Okay, let me explain you that. So 1/6 of the work is done in one day. Okay, how much work is remaining? 5 by 6 work is remaining. Correct? to complete the work? 1/6 of the work is done in one day. You want to know how much time it takes to complete full work. So if 1/6 of the work is 1/6 of the work, for 1/6 of the work it takes 1 day, okay? To complete full work, that is 6/6 of the work, how many days it will take? 6/6 is 1, correct? So instead of writing 6/6, I can write 1 also. Okay, to complete 1/6 of the work it take 1 day. To complete 6/6 of the work, how many days it will take? So cross multiply. So when you cross multiply, you get 1 into 1 divided by 1/6. Okay, so which is equal to 1 divided by 1/6. Correct? So instead of writing like this, if divide I want to do multiply, so 1 multiplied by, instead of writing 1/6, I have to write 6/1. Right? So which becomes 6. So 6 days it will take. Okay? For this example, suppose your answer comes 7/10. 7/10 of the work is done in one day. Okay? If in one day 7/10 of the work is done, to complete full work, that is 10/10. 10/10 is the full work, correct? Which is 10/10 is equal to 1. To complete full work, how much time it will take? So what do? Cross multiply. 1 into 1 divide by 7/10. Okay, so 1 divide by 7/10. So how do you solve this? 1 multiplied by 10/7. Correct? If A by B divide by C by D, what do? A by B multiplied by D by C. Right? It is a property. Correct? If A by B divide by C by D is equal to A by B multiplied by D by C. So this property we are using. Okay? So 10/7, and 10/7 is 1.43. Got it? Okay. Now let's solve the next question. Distribute rupees 1,05,000 among A, B and C such that the ratio of shares of A and B is 5:4 and that of B and C is 3:2. Okay, this kind of problem we have already solved, right? So ratio between A, B and C. Okay, so between A and B it is 5:4 and between B and C it is 3:2. So in both the ratios B is common, correct? If B is common, you have to make sure the ratio term of B has to be same. So how to make the ratio same? Multiply the first ratio with the first term of the second ratio, correct? So multiply the first ratio, which is 5:4, with 3. When you multiply with 3, you will get 5 into 3 is 15 and 5 into 4 is 12. So 5:12 is your first ratio. Okay. Now 15:12, still it is 5:4 only. You have not changed the ratio, right? And then you multiply the second ratio with the second term of the first ratio, which is 4. Okay, so 3:2 you multiply with 4. So 4 into 3 is 12 and 4 into 2 is 8. So now the ratio is 15:12 and 12:8. Okay, now B is common and B term is also common, which is 12. So ratio between A, B and C is 15 is to 12 is to 8. Correct? Now you can divide 1,05,000 in the ratio of 15 is to 12 is to 8. Okay, so now the product we can just write the ratio between A, B and C. Therefore, ratio between A, B and C is 15 is to 12 is to 8. Okay, so sum of the terms of the ratio is equal to 15 plus 12 plus 8, which is 15 plus 12 is 27, 27 plus 8 is 35. Right? So A's share is equal to, the amount was 1,05,000. So 1,05,000 into 15 by 35. Okay. B's share 1,05,000 into 12 by 35 and C's share is 1,05,000 into 8 by 35. Let's calculate this. 1,05,000 into 15 by 35, no? It comes to 45,000. Okay. B's share comes to 36,000. And C's share comes to 24,000. So the total has to be 1,05,000. Okay, let's see the next problem. Two numbers are in the ratio of 4 is to 3. If 20 is deducted from both their ratios, becomes 8 is to 5. Find the numbers. Okay, this kind of problem we have solved many times. So let's start solving. Let the two numbers be 4x and 3x. If 20 is deducted from both their ratios, that means 4x minus 20 divided by 3x minus 20 is equal to 8 is to 5. Let's cross multiply. 5 into 4x minus 20 is equal to 8 into 3x minus 20. 4 into 5, 5 into 4 is 20x. 5 into 20 would be 100 is equal to 8 into 3, 24x minus 8 into 20, 160. Correct? We'll put x terms on one side and number terms on other side. So 160 minus 100 is equal to 24x minus 20x. So 60 is equal to 4x. So x is equal to 60 upon 4 So x is equal to 15. Now you know the value of x. So numbers are 4x and 3x. So therefore 4x is equal to 15 into 4, which is 60, and 6x, 4x and 3x it is, sorry. 3x is equal to 3 into 15, which is 45. So numbers are 60 and 45. Okay, let's solve the next question. Okay. 6 men, each working 8 hours a day, can finish a work in 20 days. How many men are required to finish 5 times of the work in 15 days, each working for 8 hours a day? Okay, so I'll use different color pen. Okay, we have solved this kind of problem previously. Okay, but mark important for this. Okay, we'll solve this in 2 ways. Okay, so 6 men, if they work for 8 hours, they can finish the work in 20 days. Okay, and they will finish some work. Okay, how many men are required to finish 5 times the work? So now they are doing 1 time the work. If they want to finish 5 times the work, how much men are required? Okay, how much men are required if they are working for 15 days and ours is 8 hours? Okay, so here the times have increased. Here they are doing, in the first they are doing 1 work, and in the next equation they are doing 5 times the work. Okay, so when it comes to times of work, it is a direct proportion, because if you want to do more work, then it will take more men, more days, more hours, correct? So now in this case it becomes a direct proportion problem, correct? So let's start. Let the ratio of men be x. No, let the required number of men be x. Sorry. Let the required number of men be x. So ratio of men, or number of men, because hours are only given. So number of men is 6 men and x. Number of hours, 8 is to 8. Number of days is 20 is to 15. And ratio of work, ratio of work is 1 is to 5. Okay, now because now I am keeping ratio of work in one side, okay, which I am supposed to take, that only I am supposed to take, ratio of work on the other side. Okay, so if work is more, number of men will be more, number of hours will be more, number of days will be more. Okay, if work is less, then number of men will be, you require less men, less hours and less days. So this becomes a question of direct proportion, correct? So 6 is to x, 8 is to 8, 20 is to 15 is equal to 1 is to 5. Okay, product of extreme is equal to product of means. So 6 into 8 into 20 into 5 is equal to x into 8 into 15 into 1. Okay, so x is equal to 6 into 8 into 20 into 5 divide by 8 into 15 into 1. Into 1 you can avoid writing. So 8 you can cancel. 5 3s are 5 1s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. So 2 into 20, which is 40. So x is equal to 40. So x, that means 40 men are required to complete the work. Okay. So the answer is 40 men are required to finish 5 times of the work in 15 days, each working 8 hours a day. So just write the sentence. Therefore, 40 men are required to complete 5 times the work, 5 times the work in 15 days, each working for 8 hours a day. Okay, this is one way to solve where this is in direct proportion. Okay, this is one way. The other way is let's calculate number of men required for same amount of work. Okay, here it is 5 times of work, no? In the question we will let us calculate number of men required for same amount of work. Okay, so 6 men working for 8 hours, they can complete a work in 20 days. 6 men working for 8 hours, they can complete a work in 20 days. Okay, how many men, if they work for 8 hours, they can complete in 15 days. So here the amount of work is same. Okay, so if 6 men take 8 hours to work in 15 days, how many men are required if they work for 8 hours and they finish the work in 15 days? Okay, now when I take this into consideration, then ratio of men is will be 6:x, right? Not ratio of men, number of men. If you write ratio of men also, it's not a problem. So number of men ratio is 6:x. Okay, number of men is 6:x, right? Number of hours is 8:8. Now number of days is 20:15. Now see here, if days required are less, you need more people to work. More number of hours you have to use. If number of days are less, if there are more people working, you will finish the work faster. So days required will be less. Now this is in inverse proportion. Correct? Okay. So now, so because it is an inverse proportion, so 6:x and 8:8 is equal to, instead of writing 20:15, I'll inverse it, 15:20. Right? Now product of extreme is equal to product of means. So 6 into 8 into 20 is equal to x into 8 into 15. Okay, so x is equal to 6 into 8 into 20 divide by 8 into 15. 8 cancel. 5 4s are 5 3s are 3 1s are 3 2s are. Correct? So x is equal to 8. 8 men are required to complete same amount of job, right? But in the question they have, so 8 men are required to complete same amount of job, but to complete 5 times the job, right? 5 times the work. So x is equal to 8 men. To complete same amount of work, it takes 8 men. You are supposed to complete 5 times the work. No, in the question it is given. How many men are required to finish 5 times? To complete one time, it takes 8 men. Okay. So to finish, therefore, to finish 5 times the work, men required will be 8 into 5. 8 into 5 is 40 men. So the answer is 40 men. To complete same amount of work, it takes 8 men. To complete 5 times the work, you require 8 into 5, so 40 men. Okay, this question had come last time for 4 marks. So 2 marks for 8 and 2 marks for 40. But if you calculate directly 40 also, you will get 4 marks, full 4 marks you will receive. Okay, you don't need to calculate 8 men, you can directly also calculate. No, this question was asked for 8 marks, not 4 marks. So 4 mark to calculate 8 men and 4 mark to calculate 40 men. And if you directly calculate 40 men, you get 8 marks, full 8 marks you get. Okay. So this is how you solve this kind of problem. It's very important problem. It will be asked this year also. I mean, this kind of problem will be asked this year also. Okay. So anyway, you can solve. Let's see the next problem. Okay. This was a question 16, last problem of the paper, and this was asked for 8 marks. So yeah, 5 men and 8 women can finish a work in 6 days, but 8 men and 10 women can finish it in 4 days. How many days will 16 men and 20 women take to finish the work? Okay, let's calculate this. Now 5 men and 8 women can finish a work in 6 days, right? So I'll write like this: 5 men and 8 women finish work in 6 days. So if they want to finish work in 1 day, how many men and women will be required? Okay, so 5 men and 8 women can finish a work in 6 days. So in 1 day, how many men and women are required so that they can finish the work in 1 day? So what do? You just multiply number of men and number of women by 6. So in 1 day, in 1 day, to finish the work, okay, so in 1 day to finish the work, 5 men into 6, which is 30 men, and 8 women into 6, which is 8 into 6 is 48, no? 48 women. So in one day to finish the work, 30 men and 48 women are required. Correct? Okay. Now see the next line of the question. But 8 men and 10 women can finish a work in 4 days. Okay. So 8 men and 10 women finish work in 4 days. Okay. So in this case, in one day, how many men and women are required to finish the work? So in one day, to finish the work, so in one day to finish the work, men and women required would be 8 men into 4, which is 8 into 4 is 42, right? No, 32. So 32 men and 10 women into 4 means 40 women are required. Okay. So from the first sentence you come to know that if 30 men and 48 women work together, they can finish a work in one day, or if 32 men and 40 women work together, they can also finish the work in one day. Okay. So 30 men and 40 women, if they work together, even they can finish the work in one day. So that means, I'm repeating the sentence, if 30 men and 48 women work together, they will finish the work in one day, or if 32 men and 40 women work together, they can also finish the work in one day. Correct? So I can write that 30 men plus 48 women is equal to 32 men plus 40 women. Correct? So now from this, there are 30 men and 42 men, 32 men. Okay, 30 cancel, only 2 are left. Okay, 48 women and 40 women, 40 cancel, only 8 women are left. Okay, so when you calculate this, you come to know that here 2 men are more, here 48 women are more. 8 women are more, right? Here 2 men are more and here 8 women are more. So that means 8 women is equal to 2 men. Or instead of writing like this, we'll just solve it. Forget this, we'll not write like this. We'll take men on one side and women on other side. Okay, so 48 women, 48 women, you take the 40 women on the other side, so minus plus becomes minus 40 women is equal to 32 men minus 30 men, which makes it 8 women is equal to 2 men. If 8 women is equal to 2 men, that means I can say that 4 women is equal to 1 man. Right? So 1 man is equal to 4 women. Okay? Now 1 man is equal to 4 women. Okay, this we have found out. Okay, now we can take now they have asked how many days will 16 men and 20 women take to finish the work. Okay, now we can take either one. Okay, we can take 5 men and 8 women, or we can take 8 men and 10 women. You can take either one. I'll take 5 men and 10 women. Okay, so 5 men and 10 women finishes the work. No, 5 men and 8 women, sorry. 5 men and 8 women finishes the work in 6 days. 5 men and 8 women finishes the work in 6 days. This was the first line. I took that only. And you are supposed to find 60 men and 20 women, how much time it will take for 60 men and 20 women. That is asked, right? How many days will 16 men and 20 women take to finish the work? So 5 men and 8 women takes 6 days. 60 men and 20 women will take how many days? This is the question. Okay, you have to take any one. Okay, now you know 1 man is equal to 4 women. So instead of writing 5 men, I can write 5 into 4. Correct? So instead of writing 5 men, so 5 into 4 is 20 women. Right? If 1 man is equal to 4 women, that means 5 men is equal to 20 women. So I'll shift this part down. Okay. Now 5 men and 8 women is equal to 6 days. That is given. Instead of writing 5 men, because 1 man is equal to 4 women, I can write 5 into 4. So, yeah. 5 into 4. Instead of writing 5 men, I'll write 5 into 4 women plus 8 women. It will take 6 days. So 5 into 4 is 20 women plus 8 women is equal to 6 days. It takes 6 days. Okay. So 28 women, for 28 women it will take 6 days. Similarly, I'll change the 60 men also into number of women. Okay. So 60 into 4 women and 20 women is how many days you have to calculate. So 60 into 4 is 240. So 240 women and 20 women. So 240 plus 20. Just a second. 16 men, not 60, it was 16. Sorry. In the question it is 16 men and 20 women. Sorry. 16 men and 20 women, right? That's not 60, it is 16 men and 20 women. Okay, so 16 into 4. So how much is 16 into 4? Sixteen into 4 is 64. So 64 women and 20 women, which is 84 women, will take how many days? So if 28 women work together, they can finish in 6 days. If 84 women work together, how many days it will take? Now this is in an inverse proportion. Why? Because more number of people, less number of days. Correct? So let's write ratio of women is 28:84. Okay, and ratio of days is 6:x. Let the required days be x. Okay, because this is an inverse proportion, more number of people, less number of days, right? So inverse proportion, so 28:84 is equal to, instead of writing 6:x, I'll write inverse, x:6. Okay, so product of extremes is equal to product of means, right? So 28 into 6 is equal to 84x. So x is equal to 28 into 6 divided by 84. Let's calculate this. 28 into 6 divided by 84. So 2. So 2 days. Okay, so number of days is 2 days. Okay, now how many days will 16 men and 20 women take to finish the work? 2 days, because 16 men and 20 women is equal to 84 women, and 84 women takes 2 days. So answer is 2 days. Therefore it will take 2 days to complete the work. Therefore it will take 2 days for 16 men and 20 women and 20 women to finish the work or complete the work. So answer is 2 days. Okay, this is how you solve this kind of problems. Instead of taking 5 men 8 women is equal to 6 days, instead of taking 5 men 8 women is equal to 6 days, you can also take 8 men and 10 women. 8 men and 10 women is equal to 4 days. Okay, instead of 5 men and 8 women is equal to 6 days, you can take 8 men and 10 women is equal to 4 days and convert men into number of women. Okay, and do the same calculation. Got it? That's it for the day, students. We have solved all the university problems. Okay, I'll be posting one more lecture. There are few problems which we need more practice, and there are few type of problems which we might have missed. So the remaining problems we will be doing in the next class. Thank you very much. Have a great day.